Hello everybody, so here is the third layout that I'm going to use with I'm going to make with my August scrap kit that I put together myself. Anyway, as you can see, I have sort of laid out my sort of plan. I'm using as a background the Aprima paper from I don't know the collection. I'm sorry. It's very looking very like mixed media, grungy, doily, coffee stained ish. um, so I'm just going to keep with that sort of theme, very grungy, uh, mixed media look of it. But I'm just going to use paper and ink. So here I just stamp the date with a roll date stamp. And yeah, as a base, I'm going to use this sort of blue paper from Basic Gray to get a sort of a Polaroid effect. Then this flower paper is from Maya Design. It's our old collection. Um, and I will just paste it all together. Yeah, it's very much it's sort of my new, I'm trying out this new like style where it's very much layers, and I think it's very fun. I don't know how I feel about it just yet, how it looks. It's very different from my sort of very romantic style with less layers and more flowers and all that. And the last layouts I haven't used that much flowers, well, any actually. So uh, I think it's very fun. It's like a sort of a new spark, and yeah. So here I just have a bunch of tiny scraps, perfect for layering if you want a lot of different layers and different colors and texture. And these are from it's from My Mind's Eye Lost and Found Flea Market. Yes. And that sort of journaling card I just cut from one of those too. The stamp set is from Prima Optimist collection stamp set. I use it on the layout number two too. Number two too. I really like this stamp in particular. So yeah, I'm just taking black cardstock and cut it so I sort of can make my own sort of matting shape with it. So there's a black sort of frames all together. The photo I have is very dark colors, and that black sort of makes it pop even more because it brings that black in even more. So anyway, I'm going to start with my washi tapes, and of course I'm going to use with the black, but I'm actually going to use the washi tapes I put down really struggling to use. So here I have like a measuring tape, and here I have some yellowish and this pink with hearts that I really don't like. The white one is clear so you can see the paper through, and because I don't like it, I just take a really thin one that sort of yellowish and just tape it right over. So you get that pink sort of peeking through, but it's not like overwhelmingly pink with hearts. So taking another stamp from this stamp set and just stamp it all over the border. Um, so I get my own sort of mixed media looking border, but I really don't do anything. I just stamp. So for you who want that sort of mixed media look, but don't want to, are afraid to start with the paint and all of that and the techniques, stamping and washi tape with the right colors and all that can look like you put down a lot of energy, but you really haven't. So that is sort of what I'm doing here. The paper, the background paper is so mixed media that I have to do very little to continue on with that sort of theme. So yeah, and of course I leave, but I leave that area where the fur is going to be. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I just took a second to journal the note. Um, And then take a big sharp big black pen and just draw around it so you get that sort of black in there too. And I just looking for a brad that is not in that one, it's in this one. Just a plain brad to sort of like look like it's like nailed to a pigboard or something. um, and yes, this I'm using the VersaFine alcohol ink, I don't know what it's called, VersaFine, and it takes a bit longer to dry on the washi tape, so just bear that in mind. My fingers were completely black when I walked away from this one, so yep. uh, Double-sided tape just to stick it down. I don't have any dimensional tape right now, so I'm going to stick with this one. And oh yeah, it's a lot of layers. Just going to some accents, going to use some brads, the same one I used to pull down, uh, put down that journaling spot. Just they are just plain metallic like copper, gold, and silver, and yeah, I just wanted some accent more than paper and washi tape. So doing that. It's so much fun seeing yourself doing this. You're like, really, did I really do it like in that order? But I suppose I did. Oh yeah. Admiring my nail polish. Yep. I don't like that color. We don't have to talk about my nail polish. I'm sorry. We're talking about the brads that are finished. So yeah, now it's really just two things left, and that is, uh, I'm going to see, yeah, the arrows that I'm going to pull out, and then just a border around the page. Now, when I make my layouts, I always have to trim down about a centimeter on the sides, because the album I got is not 12 by 12. It's like, I don't know what you call it. It's just smaller. So you have to trim it down, or otherwise it would like bend and all of that. So yeah, that's fun. Oh gosh. And yeah. And here's the finished page. I hope you like it, and I'll see you soon.